Hello ladies and gentlemen, Green here, and we're going to get today into boss Starfire in Heroic 1. And as you can see by the length of this video already, this fight did take some time, so yeah, we're starting off with the King Pip using Raven. And as per usual, we're going to stack Darkness with Raven, and then use King to deal the damage. She's playing the role of the support character here pretty much. And over here I'm kind of stacking King stacks and Raven stacks at the same time, which looking back on it, because this was played like 3 days ago, I think that was a mistake. Yet again, a mistake on that tagging as well. But yeah, if you're not using Gold Blades and you don't care about that, which I'm not using on King as you can obviously see here, you should go with the full stacks on Raven first of all and then start stacking with King. And we also messed up over there and lost all our stacks on Raven. But yeah, look, this is still one of the first times I'm using Raven in Soul Raids, so still not used to the gameplay and she's not built at all, so that will suck. Okay, 3 stacks, 4 stacks, and all the way to 5 stacks. And now we tag in Dr. Fate to take the super move, and King is conveniently tagged in. Fat special tree in there. And yeah, the damage is already ramping up on King. Those stacks from Raven are going to give him a lot of damage. Obviously, sadly, we don't have crits available or lethals, so it's going to be just raw base King damage. Bro, like, all the people who have a phase 2 build for those fights are gonna have a field day. Though at the end of the day, it's just a little bit more attack, so it doesn't matter that much. Failed the combo interruption over there, sadly. But re-engage the combo into another special tree. And I have Sword of Salvation on King, which allows me to deal some more damage and more importantly, have a lot of energy. And over there is how you should tag in with King. You block with Raven, and right after Starfire starts tagging, you tag King in. And I've seen that is most optimally to do 2 special trees for tagging with King. Did a 3rd one over there, that might be a mistake. We'll see. You know, even a 4th one, what are you doing, Sigvold? Yeah, I messed up big time over there. But again, I'm a wiser man now, this happened a long time ago, I can play Raven better now. We even lost the stacks because she healed, so I've had rip on that one. Okay, 2 of them, 3 of them. And we're going to tag in King to deal some damage. Again, this was by far not the ideal fight with King Raven. I know. We'll have another one with King Raven here, and that went better, I'd say. So, looking forward to that. And it's almost the end of the fight, so no point in tagging Raven to refresh the stacks again. And yeah, it is what it is. Again, this is not the best fight with Raven ever done. And if I play this perfectly, we maybe could have done maybe 90k? 90 mil, excuse me. Boy, she hit me with all the 3 jump attack hits there. But yeah, we're using the League of Anarchy here. Surprisingly, League of Anarchy is the 3rd best, I think, team to use here. The 3rd or the 2nd, depending on where you put Black Manta. It's King, Black Manta and League of Anarchy being the best teams here. Because even though they don't have access to crits, they do have access to their dot damage. And the multiplier by the target being stunned is high enough for this damage to actually count for some pretty decent amount. Yet another special 2 in there, Harley in swipe right, tap 3 times, swipe right, tap 3 times, swipe right. Right on the stun over there. And yeah, I did, to be honest, have a Book of Souls in my inventory, but I don't think I put this here. This will prolong the duration of the stun of Arkham Knight Batman because it prolongs debuffs, but not by that much. So not sure if it would have been a great choice here, and I'd rather put an artifact with a higher damage output on Arkham Knight Batman to passively buff our team. Another special 2 in there, and yeah, actually, never mind, I did put the Sword of Sin on Arkham Knight Batman to constantly inflict that burning effect, because if we tag him perfectly, the burden is not gonna be allowed to expire, so it will refresh and stack upon each other. So we're reducing her defense to nothing. She didn't have a particularly high defense, but something you should keep in mind is that kind of all bosses have a percentage of defense. They do have like 20 or 30% defense at the bare minimum usually, and while that's not much, if you can reduce it, it really does make a difference. So that's why we're going with the Burning Effect on Arkham Knight Batman. And yeah, again, not having crits really sucks. It really sucks, but the damage is decent. And we have the Sword of Salvation on Harlequin. And still, I just have a level 3 Sword of Salvation, so I'm not 100% sure this is really worth it to using over the All Blades. But I haven't gotten to test that out to compare like the damage with All Blades and the damage with Sword of Salvation. I will soon enough get it to level 4 or maybe 5, and at that point there's no question about it. I got a lot of Chaos artifacts that I need to shatter, but I first need to make videos on them. So we'll eventually do that. Arkham Knight Deadman back in. For another special 2. Harley back in. And yeah, this pip went smooth. I don't think we did... maybe at the start we did maybe one mistake or two. But other than that, we did a very smooth pip here. This was overall a pretty good time. And yeah, special 3 in there, jump attack, and that's it. That's the League of Anarchy, the second or third best team, depending on how built your Manta is here. And yeah, 31 million damage, that's as far as it goes for me. It might go for you higher. And over here, you might be like, where's Robin? Why don't you have Robin here? Why do you have Enraged Bane? And bro, Robin does nothing here. Like, you don't have access to your lethal attack chance and lethal attack damage, and that really hinders the Batman Ninja team's damaging capabilities. And the only reason Robin is there is for that passive that gives your entire team lethal attack damage when they trigger lethal hits. So obviously, because we do not have access to lethal hits, we are really unable to make any use of Robin, so we're literally going to be better off using a Silver Bane in there to kind of buff up our damage on basic attacks. Other than that, there's literally nothing that would help me here. And this team sucks ass over here. Like, any fight where lethal is disabled, the Batman Ninja team is not gonna do well. Not at all. But it's the tier 4 boss, and it's not like we have any choice. If it was the tier 3 boss, I would just move the Batman Ninja team to the sub-bosses of tier 4, for example. But since it's the tier 4 sub-boss, and unless we beat her, we do not unlock the tier 5, there's literally no choice but to use the Batman Ninja team here. And it's not a pleasant experience. Also, it's not worth using the special 2 at all, because you usually use the special 2 because he does tag lethal attack damage, but since you're unable to make use of lethal attack damage, there's literally no reason for you to use the special 2, so we're just doing a double combo and hitting a special 3 in there. Again, the Sword of Salvation on Catwoman, but yeah, the damage will not by any means be great. Okay, let's just speed this up and move on to the next fight. This is really an uninteresting fight over here with the Batman Ninja team, and the frustrating one. Okay, so Silver Bench also suck ass over here because, bro, we don't have either crit nor lethal nor ability to disable her. By the way, over here I think I did try. Oh, right now I'm just figuring out that you can't disable her, so rip. Over here I think I have the Crown of Horus, excuse me, on her. The Silver Banshee, and I'm just trying to test out how much damage does that give, because the Crown of Horse, if you don't know, is going to give you additional damage on your special abilities, and that doesn't seem great, because how damage is calculated in this game is weird. And for example, we got the bonus on artifacts that's going to give you more damage on the special tree, let's say. But that's not going to be like 30% of the damage you normally deal with special tree added on top. It's gonna be 30% of the base damage of the special. It's a weird calculation, but at the end of the day, 30% more damage on the special tree will actually mean like 5% or 6% more damage on the special tree when it comes to the final damage that's being outputted. So yeah, even though the Corona Force looks decent on paper, it might be trash at the end of the day because how they calculate damage. Also, this is not an entertaining fight either in particular, so let's speed through this one as well. Okay, we're back again with King and Raven. Let's see how much I have improved my gameplay in terms of this fight in particular. Raven's going to go in, special 1. King in. Special 2. Yeah, still not applying all the stacks with Raven from the get-go, sadly. Which I think I should have done. I think that's the play here. But actually doing that, I think I tagged in King a bit to proc that Sword of Salvation and give us the stacks on Raven. So yeah, good job, Sigvald. You actually didn't disappoint yourself here. There we go, 5 stacks from Raven. Tagging in King. Fat special tree in there. Re-engage the combo. Raven back in for another refresh of the darkness. King going to go in, again blocking, and tagging King straight after she blocks. Yet another special tree. As I said, we can do 2-part tagging easily, but more than 2 is pushing it. Raven back in, another special 1 there. Blocking and tagging King. Another special tree in there, re-engage the combo. Another special tree. Oh, actually, so far this one is going pretty damn well. Raven back in. Special 1. Blocking and tagging King. Super move. Could have done a higher combo on that, but it doesn't matter that much. Raven back in for another special 1. King is going to go in. Special tree in there again. Sword of Salvation on King, Sword of Sin on Raven. Sadly, over there we didn't get any procs on the Sword of Salvation thing, and that really messed us up and we lost all the darkness. So yeah, the first half of the fight went perfectly, but as soon as the King's Sword of Salvation didn't trigger, I panicked, did a bad tag in with Raven, and because I did the bad tag in with Raven, we messed up the entire fight and we lost darkness stacks. And yeah, as soon as you mess up, boss Starfire becomes an extremely annoying boss that you can see. This fight derailed so damn much from one single mistake, so be careful here. And don't get me wrong, I do kind of like this kind of difficulty that forces you to play perfectly. I'm not too mad about it. It is what it is. I did it with my own hand. If I played it well, I wouldn't have those problems. I don't mind that when it comes to a fight. And we finally we get back on track over here. And sadly, she yet again procs that. Again, if I didn't mess up, I don't think she would have procced that until the end of the fight. She goes back in to add one more stack. And King back in. Again, it went so well for the first half of the fight, and then it all went downhill, sadly. And King for last special tree of the match. So yeah, Rep still not able to 100% properly play this team, sadly. Okay, now going back to the League of Anarchy. Again, I'll just leave you with the fight at this point, because I've already commented on this. And it's pretty much literally the same deal as last time. Okay, now we got a Black Manta fight over here. And yeah, let's just say over here I was practicing the tag-in with Black Manta plus Brainiac to increase the lethal attack damage. It's totally not the case, if you're wondering if you might think that's the case. It's totally not the case that I simply forgot that he's immune to lethal attack damage and I was unironically trying to stack lethal. If you were on the stream, you would know that that was really not the case. I was 100% not so much of an idiot that was trying to stack lethal here until my stream chat told me that's 100% not what happened, trust me on this one. But yeah, at some point I actually figure out that, hey, she doesn't take lethal attack damage, I should stop doing that. And yeah, not yet actually. Maybe this is the point of figuring out over there, because I actually didn't do any special one with Brainiac over there. But yeah, rip, we didn't, look, by those tag-ins we didn't lose that much damage, and at the end of the day, we were able to practice that combo a little bit, so I guess that's future experience. When that will actually work, it will heavily benefit me. So let's look at the bright side over here. And yeah, we're using the special 2 constantly, we're refreshing that burn, because I don't have max armor pierce on Manta's basic attacks. I should get that, wasted so far like 10 million gems trying to get 4 epic armor pierces. Got 1! Yay! But yeah, just refreshing the burn and combo interrupting her. She's a very easy character to combo interrupt actually. Some people complained that, in the comments of a previous video, some people actually complained that she's easy to combo interrupt for me because of the fact that I have the Sword of Salvation and I constantly power drain her. And if you're not able to power drain her pretty much, people are claiming that she spams specials that don't allow you to combo interrupt. Yeah, if that's the case, that sucks. But don't think I had a problem combo interrupting her on the account where I don't have Sword of Salvation either. So we'll see. With the other account, I'm close to getting to her as well. That doesn't have Sword of Salvation, so we'll see how that one goes over there. Black Manta back in, re-engage the combo. Actually, not back in. He was never tagged out. Never mind. I just got derailed there a bit. Again, refreshing that burn. Close to the end of the fight here. And I got heaps of power that I could use, but I don't need to use. Like, it's not really worth using the special tree. Even though she is not stun resistant, I don't think it's worth it, because we deal so much more damage from basic attacks alone. And yeah, that's it for the Black Manta pip. There we go, lads. And yeah, Black Manta is also doing decent here. Now we're going to have 3 pips that you've seen previously, and they're going to be cleanup pips. So I'm gonna leave you them, and I'm gonna put them on 2 times the speed. So yeah, see you at the rewards. Look, to be fair, to be 100% fair, for some reason I still don't have John Stewart Green Lantern maxed on this account, even though he's in the league store. I've just been buying XP capsule on this account. So yeah, that's not a terrible drop, to be honest. And the Cosmic Staff, like, look, at the very least it shatters for a lot of material. So overall, let's say this is a mediocre drop from here. But yeah, all that being said, hope you did enjoy this, and I'll hopefully see you all in the next one. Goodbye!